If I were a Democrat, I would have already been on Times Magazine, and I'd have a hair care commercial. But thank you, Scott, Carol, and the Americans for Trump for having me. Hello, Vermont! Oh, wait, I'm not Joe Biden. You know where I am. Let's do that again. Hello, Florida! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Scott Presler, and I know, I'm a long-haired millennial. But you don't know how I got started, and you don't know that I wasn't always politically motivated. I graduated from George Mason University with a 3.63 GPA in criminal justice. Beauty and brains. I'm just kidding. But I was one of those millennials who couldn't find a job. So I did what any self-respecting American would do. I started walking dogs for a living. That's right, there's no shame in that. I literally picked up dogs droppings for a living. There's nothing wrong with that. That's right, baby. I went on to work at an elementary school where I learned Spanish to be able to communicate with our parents. And I studied Arabic in my free time on YouTube to be able to welcome refugees into our school. But something magical, well maybe not magical, happened in 2012. President Obama was reelected. And that was the moment that changed my life. Because I remember sitting at home and I told myself, Scott, you can whine and you can complain, or you can do something about it. So I'd like to thank President Obama, who inspired me to become a community organizer on the right side. So I was working at the elementary school. I was still walking dogs, and then I would volunteer at my local Republican Party office after working a full-time day. I was dedicated. And so in 2014, I told myself, Scott, you are going to get a job in politics. And I applied all across the country. I said, I will move there. I will do whatever it takes. I want this. I got a call back within 3 days from the great state of Texas. Come on! So, I packed up my entire life into my 2012 Mazda 3, and I went down to Texas to help elect Governor Greg Abbott. Then, thank you. That's why I got my boots. I got my cowboy boots just in case you wanted to know what those were about. Then something was coming up in 2016. Thank you so much. She was complimenting my hair. Thank you. Then something was happening in 2016 called the presidential election of all elections. And I told myself, Scott, this is it. Very much like 2020. Because bless his heart, Justice Scalia was no longer with us, and I knew the Supreme Court was on the line. And I knew that I had to do everything within my power to stop Hillary Clinton. And so I moved from the great state of Texas to Virginia to work for the Republican Party of Virginia. And I wanted to do everything I could, so we did. We registered voters, we knocked on doors, we got out the vote. Secretly, don't tell anybody. But behind the scenes, I was helping out Florida and Pennsylvania. They didn't know. But we accomplished our mission. We defeated Hillary Clinton! And now, I'm on the next mission of my life, because I don't know about you, but I feel it deeply within my bones. I promise to you, I'm going to do everything within my power to re-elect our president. I mean it so bad. Now, something kind of cool happened after 2016. This last year, I was invited to the White House! You guys don't even understand. It was so cool. That day, I even flat ironed my hair. And so I'm walking into the East Room, and this room, it's about as big as this right here. And everybody is there. I'm talking Dan Bongino is in front of me, and Ryan Fournier, and the Trump family. I was like, Lord have mercy, pinch me. And so I walk into this room, and President Trump is answering questions on the right side of the room, and I'm on the left. And something told me, Scott, he is gonna turn his gosh darn head. So I had my arm like this. I was a race car driver ready to go. President Trump finished the question, and sure enough, he started to turn his head. But first his hair moved a little bit, and then his head moved. And I shot up my arm like a lightning bolt! President Trump pointed at me. Secretly, I froze like a deer in the headlights. And I remember thinking to myself, me? So I stood up, and remember how that room was an echo chamber? Way too loud. I stood up and I was like, President Trump! And so the room is like, Trump, Trump, Trump. I was so embarrassed. But it didn't matter, because you know what I got that day? I got to lock eyes for 2.3 seconds with the most powerful man in the entire world. Melania Trump better watch out, because that was a magical 2.3 seconds. So, something else happened. You see, I've had all these events that have changed my life, and it's just kept evolving. I didn't study waste management and sanitation in school. I studied criminal justice. So it could have never prepared me for what happened in August of 2019. Because that young woman who spoke earlier, Kimberly Placek, she set in motion something in my life that will have forever changed who I am as a person. Because I saw her videos, and I saw what President Trump had tweeted in support of her, and I saw the decay of our American cities. And for a week, I just kind of sat back, and I watched everybody point the finger, and everybody was blaming somebody else, but nobody took accountability. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Baltimore, and I'm gonna pick up trash, whether it's me, my mom, and dad on a street corner doing it ourselves. And I didn't realize what I had done. Because that tweet blew up. It received so much love that I had people from all across the country saying, I want to help! So we, in 6 days, organized a cleanup in Baltimore where we picked up 12 tons of trash in 12 hours. And you know what the best part was? The best part was we had a family that flew in from Utah. People drove in from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, New Hampshire. And I mean this very sincerely. What we have right here, we are a movement based on love. And I never want you to forget that. And the way that you show love is through actions, not words. And that's why my motto is stop talking, start doing. And I have one of those wristbands for free for anybody that would like one that says stop talking, start doing. Now, I'm on a mission because I'm always trying to elevate to the next level. We didn't just stop in Baltimore, by the way, where we've been 4 times, picking up over 29 tons of trash. Oh, no, it gets better. Remember the Baltimore Sun? They criticized me for coming to town. I never thought as an adult I'd ever be criticized for picking up trash. And you know what the funny thing is? I've been picking up trash for years. I'm an Eagle Scout. Come on! Come on! And I used to text my friends years ago and I'd say, hey, do you want to go pick up trash? And they wouldn't always text me back. But now I have people all across the country begging, pleading with me to come to their cities to pick up trash. So we've been to Houston, Chicago, Los Angeles. We picked up a combined total of 105 tons of trash. No, listen, we are respectable like people.
Amen.
She should be in prison. You know where actually, remember how Kim had mite bites on her arm? Well, the reason why you hear me coughing is for the last 2 months I felt like death. Literally, I felt like I was dying. I was like, oh, this is just normal, you're tired. I went to the doctor, I picked up a bacterial infection from going out and doing these cleanups. So for all the people that are climate change activists and they care about the climate, how about you start by picking up our cities so that filth that got me infected doesn't go into our waterways and our oceans. Thank you.
All they want is their money.
So we're going, you know where we're going next? Portland, Oregon. And then after that, we're going to San Francisco. And then after that, we're going to Pittsburgh. And then Philly. So I have a mission with love for the Democrats. My message to them is if you won't clean up your cities, well then this long-haired gay conservative is gonna do it for you. But I want to take a serious tone with you for a second because I'm wearing a very special necklace tonight. This is a necklace that says build the wall. But the reason why this is so important, I was in Texas doing an event talking about voter registration, and an angel mom, if any of you don't know who an angel mom is, it's a parent who has lost a child that was murdered by an illegal immigrant. And I complimented her necklace. You know what she did? She took it off of her neck and gave it to me. And she said, I want you to fight for my baby. And I want you to fight so that this never happens to anyone else. And I want you to remember that we are fighting for our country. We are fighting for the safety and security of our babies. And I don't want you to just go home today and say, I did it! I heard from Kim and Scott and Carol, and I'm wonderful. Please don't just do that. I need you to take action. Please register new Republican voters. Please knock on your neighbors' doors. Please volunteer at your local Republican Party office. Please support our candidates running for Congress. I mean this so sincerely. I mean this with every fiber of my being. I don't care if I'm on death's door. I'm gonna give everything to make sure that Donald Trump is reelected in 2020. And I want to tell you one funny story before I end. So, you guys know that I'm an adopted Texan, and I got these boots, right? So I went down there. Everybody knows it's real hot like it is here. It's humid, which means that women, when they do their hair, it starts off real good, and then it never ends that way. Well, I went down there, and it was only May. And I said, oh my gosh, guys, it is so hot down here. I'm sweltering. And you know what they said to me?
Bless your heart.
They said, bless your heart. Now, me being me from Virginia, not being that Southern, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's so nice. They're all blessing my heart. Then, I come to find out, bless your heart is a real nice Southern way of saying, you're dumb as hell. But you're real cute though. Thank you for having me, the Americans for Trump. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for supporting President Donald Trump. Where's Miss Nydia? Okay, I'm gonna ask something. Please stay standing. I'm gonna ask something real quick, Mr. Scott. What I'd like you to do is I want to show the Democrats they need to be scared here in Broward County. Let's show them that we are powerful. So everyone please rise. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then all of us in a ruckus applause are gonna say Trump 2020, and then you're gonna be real loud. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say 1, 2, 3.